All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Okay. Okay, there it goes. Okie dokie. So let me go ahead and get my chat and everything together so I can push this out. When you guys come on, of course, make sure that you like the video. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, etc. Share the video, all of that stuff. All right. Okay. Getting it pushed out. What's that? The hell was that? Um, okay. Okay, and one more. One more to go. There we go. All right, and let me open up the chat real quick. All right, good to go. Good to go. All right, all set. All set. Okay, so we are focused now.
I'm focused, man.
We are focused. Let me get on IG real quick as well. All right, is it up? Yes, it is. All right, so Instagram is up as well. All right. All right, what's happening, y'all? What's happening? So we got Jelani in the building. Jeff is in the building. Melanie's here. Jay Carly's in the building. Stacy is here. Sharonda's here. And Anthony Pandozzi. What's cracking? I don't see anybody on IG as of yet, but I'm sure that will change momentarily. All right. Oh, this thing about to die. What? Is it charging now? Hold up. Yeah. All right. So we good. We good. We're gonna make it. All right. Today's topic. This was given to me by Jamal. He actually texted me this earlier. I think it's a very good topic. Why our vision in trading should be more than money. This is important stuff, man. This is very important stuff. Why the vision in trading should be more than money. For one, I totally agree with that. I think that what we have a tendency to do as people, generally speaking, is when we chase money, we lose. Chasing money just is not something that we should be doing anyway. It's just not. What's funny is that as soon as you stop chasing money is when you start getting to it. It's such an interesting dynamic. What you think would be the case is not. And what you don't think is the case is. When you stop chasing money, that's how you get to the money. And it's kind of like the same idea as slowing things down and they speed up. Slower that you go, the faster things actually start to happen. It's the same dynamic. It really is. So I think that what happens is when we're in pursuit of something, we get anxious because we want to accomplish whatever it is that we're in pursuit of, right? And my IG's acting a little funny. Is that better? I think that's a little better. Yeah, that's a little bit better. We get into a mode whenever we pursue something where it's like we're anxious to achieve it. And don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with wanting to achieve whatever your goals are. Of course, you should want to achieve your goal. But I think that it's a fine line, and it's really a place that you should seek out. A place that's kind of like, it's not in the middle, but it's just a better place to be in when you're in pursuit of something. Instead of you looking forward to the goal, look forward to the journey. See, we setting it off right away. We already on the vibe.
I'm focused, man.
I need my Don DeMarco too. We already on the vibe. Instead of focusing on the goal, focus on the journey to the goal. And what this does is it reverses the anxiety that you have and turns it into something productive that you can actually use on the journey, on your way to achieving the goal. For most people, most of us, money's the end goal. The whole purpose of doing stuff is because money is at the end. It's like, well, I want to do this so I can get to this money right here. And all of that is cool. But what if you flip that around and you change the goal from being money to being something bigger than money, which is what this topic is about? What if your vision when it comes to trading is more than money? Like, just think about that for a moment. Now it redefines your purpose with trading, right? It redefines everything, actually. The lighting right here is getting on my nerves a little bit. Is that better? I think that's a little bit better. Yeah, everything becomes redefined when you change your perspective slightly with what I'm suggesting. Instead of you having money being the goal, you have something bigger than money become the goal. And now you're not chasing money anymore. And as soon as you stop chasing money is when money comes. So just think about all of that maneuvering that you're doing by just changing and switching around your perspective. There go Jamal right there. Jamal, what's up? So if we do that and we make the goal bigger than money, we can now put ourselves in a position where we're not chasing money anymore. And now by not chasing money anymore, money will actually flow to you easier. It will flow to you freely now because you're not chasing the money anymore. The funny thing about when you start chasing money and you start hustling, like just doing whatever to get to money, the more that you chase it, the further away it gets from you. It's crazy. It really is crazy. It's like, don't it seem like the harder that you work? Let me give you the perfect example. I remember when I used to work on my job and when I used to do overtime, right? We used to be hype about overtime. Yo, I did 20 hours of OT, man. That's 35 hours because overtime is time and a half. So let's say you did 20 hours of actual overtime. You're going to get paid for 35 hours because it's time and a half. Is it 35 hours? No, 30 hours. Yeah, you do time and a half. Yeah, so you're going to get paid. You work 20, you get paid for 30. That was overtime. And if you worked on Sundays, you would get paid double time. So if you work, on a Sunday and you work 8 hours, you get paid 16 hours for the Sunday. So we used to be hyped and excited about OT, right? Now, what's funny is that you work all that overtime and you put in all that work. And then when you get your check and you see the taxes and like everything that hits, you're like, damn. You just be disturbed by what you see because you're like, oh my goodness, like I worked all this overtime and damn, all I did was just work to pay more taxes because them taxes is definitely coming out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, whatever deductions you got, all of that's coming out of that. So whatever plan that you had in your head by chasing that money when you were doing that overtime, for me, I used to regret it because I used to be like, yo, I did all that overtime and then what I'm ending up with is not nearly as much as what I thought I would end up with. You see what I'm saying? I straight worked an additional 20 hours, got paid for an additional 30 hours. But when I get my check, it don't really feel like that. You see what I'm saying? Like you doing the math in your head, you calculating, you're like, oh man, I almost got a whole nother check. Because it's 40 hours in a work week. You do 20 hours overtime, you get paid for 30. So you're getting paid for 70 hours. You see what I'm saying? But what happens is when you do that, it pushes you up in the tax bracket and they deduct more taxes, yada, yada, yada. You already know the routine. So my thing used to always be like, I don't even like working overtime no more because it's not worth chasing that money. I just work my regular time and I value my time more so than I do chasing money by spending my time getting to the money. This was my thinking early. Like the first few years of when I had worked on the last job I had, I used to be excited about overtime because I was young. I didn't really know yet. Then as time went by, I'm like, nah, I don't think I like this overtime because by the time they take all of the taxes and deductions out, you're not really making that much more money. You know what I'm saying? So I used to be like, nah, you know what? I'm going to pass. I enjoy having my free time. I'd rather just chill and relax. I do my 40 hours and keep it moving. So I use that just as an example of the point where by you not chasing money and you just redirecting your thought process a little bit, what becomes more than the money is the time value. The time value is more. So right in line with what the topic is. Topic is why our vision in trading should be more than money. Think about money and then think about something that's more valuable than money to you. And whatever that something is, that's what your vision should be for what trading is allowing you ultimately to have. Does that make sense? It's so funny too, because as soon as Jamal sent me this, the topic, it hit me just like that immediately. I'm like, you know what? This brings me back to when I realized how much I really value my time. Like I value my time way more than money. Way more. Like it ain't even close. So for some people, just like I said, that overtime example I'm using, that's the perfect example, because there's a lot of people that's like that. They chasing that money. They doing overtime. They doing whatever they can do, right? When it's all said and done, though, when you get that check, you're like, dang, I worked a lot of hours. This is it. You've expected more, and it's not more. Because in your mind, you realize, like, yo, this wasn't even worth my time. Like, my check is not reflecting all the time I had to spend to have that extra overtime in the check. Perfect analogy right there. Yep. Crazy. Ernest, what's up, man? Yeah, man. Homeschool is on deck. Kids is in school early. Celine, what's happening? Stacy says she hate overtime. What's happening, Patty? Paley said, would you chase money if you were making a meal after it? You mean, would I chase money if I had $1 million? I'm not sure what you mean. Or you saying, would I chase money if it was that big? Chess, what's happening? Charles, what's up? Troy, what's good, man? Troy said, hello, everyone. The best way to get money is to attract money, because if you have a history of chasing money as money is fleeing you, then you have to change the vibration that you have with money. 100%. 100%. That's the Don DeMarco right there. That's hard. Yes, sir. That's hard right there. Peleus is saying, yeah, if it was that big, but no time, is that worth it for you? No money is big enough. No money is worth me chasing it. Put it like that. If the money is big, that's not going to, like I'm not going to compromise going after big money for the sake of it just being because it's big money. If that makes sense. Because I could have done that a long time ago. You see, like, you understand what I'm saying? It's like over time, I've sacrificed money to have more time. But that's me. That's just me, is what I'm saying. That, like, I know everybody is not like that, but I'm like that. I give up money for time because my time is more valuable to me. But that's just me. Like I said, I know that everybody is not built like that. And especially like if you're younger, when you're younger, I understand you kind of just moving and you just, you hustling to get to whatever your goal might be. I'll give you a good example. When I was in my 20s, I wanted to buy this real estate and I knew how much I needed. I hustled until I got the money up to get that property that I wanted. So like something like that, if you have a financial goal that's for something that you're trying to do and you're working as hard as you can to get it, to me, that's work. That's not chasing money. You know what I'm saying? Like there's the dynamic is different when you're chasing money just for the sake of chasing money and working hard to get to a goal that you set for yourself to get to because of something else that you want to do. Like they're two different things. The dynamic is different. But that's a good question. But yeah, I would not chase, under no circumstance would I ever chase money, regardless of how big it is. Because I don't feel that you have to compromise anything about yourself for money. It's different if somebody wants, if there is something that someone else considers to be valuable that they're willing to pay me for. That's a different story. Because that's not me chasing the money. That's them chasing me because of the value that they are willing to pay for whatever they want from me. You see what I'm saying? Like there's a difference. So I do understand the question, but that's what my answer is. Under no circumstance would I chase money. Because you shouldn't have to chase money. If it's right, you ain't gonna have to chase it. Let me put it like that. If everything is right with what you're doing, you ain't gonna have to chase the money. The money will come as a result of you executing. Does that make sense? It comes as a result of your execution. You don't gotta chase it. It comes when it comes. It's just like how we deal with the market. It's the same thing. Same thing. That's good though. That I like that question. I do like that question. Jamal said you can attract a mill with a mill assignment or vision. And I understand that. Ernest says, once you get enough money, you don't chase it. Money will start working for you while you sleep. Isn't that the goal? That's definitely the goal. Yep. Jay Carly said, if it's not going to make that much difference, then I don't care. But sometimes my OT be double my check, so it's worth it. Shit, I ain't mad at that. One of what I used to be doing on the low? They used to let us change the dependence. You could go into the system and change your dependence to 99. When you change it to 99, like they don't deduct any taxes out your check. The only thing that comes out, I think, is Social Security. But like the Fed income tax and the state income tax doesn't come out when you up your dependence. I used to do that shit all the time. This is way, 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 way back when I was young. This was like before I had kids and all that. Yep, I used to do that. I used to 99 it. Shit. Yep, I sure did. Jamal said, no, it's not, but have a vision to get that money with purpose. Yes. J. Carter said she don't got no shame. She gonna sell feet pics. Crazy self. Celine, what's your time frame on your options? You talking about the options that we trade on NADEX? The options that I trade is the 5-minute binaries. Yep, 5-minute binaries. Jamal, Mark, you've created influence, which brings you money. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Influence is something that's interesting to me because it's another thing that I never chased. It's so funny how, like, let me give you an example. There's people that are on YouTube. Like, we'll just use that as an example. There's like people on YouTube that want to become an influencer on YouTube. Like their whole goal and mission, man, I want to be an influencer, and I want 100,000 subscribers on the channel. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that type of stuff. So they pursue that. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, like, when you pursue something, there's an element of chase if you're not careful. Like what? Let me give an example. Let's say somebody just started a YouTube channel and they want to be an influencer. They'll look at the metrics from what they're doing early on, and they're trying to gauge based on the metrics You know, well, oh, this video didn't get a lot of likes. This didn't get a lot of views. You know, oh man, my channel I only got 25 subscribers. They start looking at the metrics because they're chasing the influence. In other words, all they see is I want to be an influencer versus just put out good content. And when your content clicks, that's how people will connect with you and then they'll come. You see what I'm saying? You're not chasing it that way. You're working, you're putting work in first. And then the influence comes as a result of the work that you put in. If your work is good, people will come. Period. I mean, that's what it is. It's like a drug dealer. The drug dealer that has the best, whoever got the best drugs, he gonna sell the most, period. And I don't want to use that analogy, but I just use that kind of because you can understand what I'm saying. If you got good work as a drug dealer, the crackheads and the fiends are coming. You don't have to go out, hey, come over here. I got nickels and dimes and 20s. You don't got to do that. You don't have to solicit. All you got to do is just create the best work and they'll come. So that principle works, period. You know what I'm saying? But it's obvious what people will end up doing is they'll end up chasing. So it's like people be chasing money, people be chasing influence, people be just chasing whatever at the time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, definitely when you do not chase, that's when it actually happens. It begins everything that unwinds the process to bring it to you. I think somebody said it a little while ago, talking about changing the vibration. Who was that? Somebody was talking about money. Said change the vibration. That was Troy. He was saying changing the vibration and switching it up, and then it comes to you, right? You start attracting it. Yeah, man. Yup. Pele said Pablo Escobar didn't have to chase. Yep, neither did Nino Brown in New Jack City, right? He didn't have to chase nothing. They put that crack out there, it was over. Don said there's some influencers out there who don't really do what they say, but they sell the dream to gullible people, right? Yeah. Yep. Instead of just be yourself and do what you're doing. And that's it. That way you don't have to try to do nothing else. It's just like if you're doing something and that's what it is that you do, you don't have to try to do anything else. Just do what you do. It's just like somebody that know how to play music. Like I think about this shit all the time. I'm like, yo, if I knew how to play like the saxophone or the keyboard, like a piano real good, I would go crazy on the internet. What? If I could just play the saxophone, like play any song, I would be going nuts. Because if that's what I love to do, I would just do it all the time. Turn on the camera and record and just go. And I do that. So now when I'm putting out that content, I'm sharing my talent with everybody. Like, hey, this is what I do. Hey, I'm gonna do this song real quick. Hey, check this out. Listen to this. And you just you know what I'm saying? If you like it, you're gonna come to me. You're gonna come to my channel and watch me play the saxophone. And I'm like, whatever your talent is, somebody is gonna like what you're doing. Somebody somewhere. You don't know who yet. And you ain't gonna know until you put it out. It's just like almost like how somebody's scared to do stuff because they scared of what people are gonna think about them. It's like, who gives a fuck what people think? People always gonna have an opinion anyway. So if it's something that you want to do, you might as well just do it. Like, just go ahead and do it. And then don't worry about anything after you do it. You see? So you're not chasing anything now. You're literally just documenting yourself doing what it is that you enjoy doing, period. Like what's better than that? Nothing. That's the best thing ever, to do what you like doing. And then it just so happens that you come to find out there's a bunch of other people that like what you're doing too. And you're like, oh shit, I ain't know there's this many people that was into this. Now you got something. And I'm telling you, like when you go on YouTube, it's people doing all type of shit on YouTube. All types of shit. You look at some people's channel, you be like, yo, I don't understand why this dude got 1 million subscribers. Like, why does he have 1 million people watching him or, subscribe to the channel? You know why? Because they like the person. It doesn't need, a lot of time it has less to do with what they even doing. I've seen channels where people just all they do is reaction videos. You know what I'm talking about. Sadiq, what's up, man? They'll like watch a movie or listen to a song or watch a video, and then they'll react to the video. So they're not even producing original content. They're looking at a video or a movie or listening to a song and just reacting to it. And people are watching them react to something. So their claim to fame is reacting to shit. It's insane. It's so much that you can do. This is what I'm saying. Anything you think of that you want to do, literally you can do. Somebody will watch that shit. And I know, because I even get caught up watching certain things. I'm like, yo, why am I watching this? But I like it though. I kind of like it. Like you'll end up liking the personality or like who the person is, the way that they, whatever it is, they might throw little jokes in there and you end up liking them. And so now the dynamic is different. So it goes to show you how we are. Like the internet and YouTube and all of this shit is exposing us as human beings. It's not that YouTube and all of these platforms are changing everything in the world. That's not what it is. It's just showing you everything in the world. People already do what they do. The stuff that you be seeing online is people doing what they already doing. Now the only difference is now you get to see. You're like, oh shit, I didn't know people did that. Wow, look at that. Look what he did. Like anything you can think of. Anything you can think of, people do. So now because you got YouTube and these platforms, you get a chance to see the shit. And that's what opens up the whole dynamic. It's like, whoa, like now, okay, this is different now. This is crazy. It's crazy now. Because now you get to see how much stuff people actually be doing. Human beings do all type of shit. And now because you got social media and cameras and phones everywhere, now you get an opportunity to see what it looks like. All this shit has done is exposed us as human beings. That's it. It didn't make you do it. Oh, well, YouTube made me do this. No, it didn't. You was already doing shit. You was already doing whatever you do. YouTube didn't make you do nothing. All YouTube did was expose your shits. That's all it was. That's it, man. That's it. Let me come back. Damn, I realized it was this many comments. Don said, my thing is when you become an influencer based on an intent to become an influencer just to make money, you will definitely be exposed at one time or another. Right. Exactly. And mind you, even if somebody was to do that, it's like, if that's what you choose to do, all right, I understand, I get it. But understand that that's what you're doing. So when somebody sees it and identifies it, don't deny it. You don't gotta deny it. Be like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm doing that. Hell yeah. Please subscribe. Like, if you know that that's how you moving, don't move away from it. Like, embrace it. Nobody cares. I guarantee you that nobody, you'll probably end up getting more subscribers or more people watching you because you being honest about it. This is how people are. People would rather just you keeping it real about what you're doing than not. It's like you don't even have to fake. You don't even have to fake. Just be yourself. This shit is crazy. It's crazy. Salim said, I think you are a real trader. If you trade 5 minutes, that means that you minimize the time risk of the market because anything can happen. Robots are in it for the millisecond. Yeah, robots and automated stuff they're programmed to do a function. So typically they reflect some someone's strategy that they put together or whatever like that. That's how it typically is. When you look at automated systems, it's reflecting some type of strategy that somebody has created, and they're just automating the process of the strategy in the market. Or when this crosses over that, and when that reaches this price level and this blah 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 blah, the robot has instructions on what to do, and it just does whatever it is. But it's not interpreting the market though. That's the same way people are not interpreting the market. People are not interpreting the market at all. They don't even know that there is such a thing as behavior in the market. Just to put it in perspective. People don't even know what that means. So naturally, they're not going to be able to do what we do. They don't even know that behavior exists. When you say it to them, they're like, I'm not sure what you mean. Like, you don't know what I mean because you don't even understand that behavior is something. But, it is what it is. Yep, it is what it is. Yeah. Paley said, yeah, he doesn't clickbait at all. Nah. And some clickbait is funny too. Yep. Paley says some people, where is it? Some people are making stupid money on YouTube. All they do is redo a prank another person did that they make money because of personality. Right. Yep. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I don't see nothing wrong with that because you got to remember that it's the market of people that watch, that create the YouTuber. It's like all these YouTubers are created because of people. You didn't become a YouTuber because of yourself. You became a YouTuber because of how people like what you're doing. They like something about what you're doing. It might be stupid shit that you do. They love it. They love that. Pranks, all that type of stuff. People love it. I like pranks. I ain't gonna lie. When I see some of the pranks that people be doing online, that should be funny. And depending on if I watch them long enough, I might subscribe. So that goes to show you, it's like it's entertainment. Yep. Salim said vast majority of people are dumb. Hey, I don't disagree. Paley said social media made everything easier. It did. He said it can scale your business extremely. Hell yeah. People are dumb and like to watch dumb shit, but if you're right in the head, you can watch top-notch people that already made it. Yeah, and I see what I believe goes on. I think that people just watch whatever they want to watch. Because some of the stuff that I watch, somebody else might be like, oh, that's distasteful. But that shit is funny as hell to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be watching a lot of shit that's funny to me online all the time. In passing, some of them I'm subscribed to. And you'd be like, oh snap, Mark, you subscribe to them? I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. He's mad funny. That shit is hilarious to me. So that like, but mind you, it's me though. Somebody that sees me would be like, oh, I wouldn't imagine that you would subscribe to that. And it's like, well, why not? I'm still a person. I get entertained too. I love to be entertained. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, that's not the be all end all though. That's the difference. It's not the be all end all. And for some people, it becomes the be all end all for them because that's all they want to do. It's just like the person that just want to be on Netflix all day and don't want to do nothing else. You know, the dude that wants to fucking play Call of Duty all day and don't want to do nothing else. Like now you're getting into bum mentality. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not even diversifying what you're doing as far as your leisure and what you find fun to do. It's like that's all you want to do now. It's like, nah, you need to create balance. You need just have some balance. It's just like being a tight ass. Like I don't like tight ass people. You know how people be mad tight, mad just uptight all the time? Oh no, that's no. No, I'm not gonna do that. It's like, nah, just relax. Just be yourself, man. Be yourself. And if you a tight ass, stop being a tight ass. Loosen up a little bit. Oh man. Shadi said, right, Paley, your social media, if used correctly, can scale business 10x. Hell yeah. Mark versus the algo coming to a theater near you. Who gonna win, Mark or the algorithm? Oh shit, that's hard. He said Mark versus the algo. Oh man. Yeah, Sadiq, that bum mentality, man. That bum ass mentality. That's what it be. That's what it turns into. You know, they just always want to do just silly shit all the time. Like, nah, man, you a grown ass man. Like, come on, you grown. But see, and again, it also comes back to balance because it's just like somebody saying, oh, well, because you a grown man, you can't play Call of Duty. Nah, you can play Call of Duty. You can do whatever you want to do. But you can't just only do that, though. That's the difference. It's like you can't always want to do that. You got to balance it. You know, some Call of Duty, then go outside. Like walk the dog or some shit. You can't be playing Call of Duty for 12 hours straight. Unless you're doing a tournament or something like that and there's money on it, then you could do it. But other than that, no. Like you do too much. Yeah, I'm still a person. Yeah, yo, Don, that is huge. Don said there's people who have YouTube channels who play video games that people watch. What? That's a whole market. That's a huge market. And it goes to show you, it's like, when you really think about it, it's like, why would somebody want to watch somebody else play a game? Like, I'm sitting here watching a video of a man or a woman or a kid or whoever playing a game and watching it for hours. Like, my son watches that. And I'm like, what? Like, I used to be like, I don't understand why you watching that at all. But then I realized that when he watches somebody else play, he's actually getting ideas to use in the game for when he plays the game. So it's kind of like he using it like to get tips. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like if somebody recorded themselves play the whole game and they beat the game, and then you watch it. Now when you play the game, it's like you got all of these different tips and things that you can use for when you play. So I understand that part of it. That makes sense. Yep, that makes sense. He said it's called brain seizure. Yeah, Twitch. Yeah, Twitch is huge. Twitch is huge. Jay Cardi said, damn, I was playing Super Mario for free. Could have had 100,000 subscribers. Man. Don said, I guess it's no different than training. You right. You right. See, and you don't think about it like that right away. Like I had to pause before I actually gave it thought. And then when I thought about it, I'm like, nah, that's actually a kind of like a good idea. Because if you want to, it's just like if you want to become good at a game, one of the easiest things to do is just watch somebody else play the game that won the game, that beat the game or whatever. That shit is like a cheat code. You know what I'm saying? And you can keep watching the video. Like, and matter of fact, what some of them probably do is they'll play the game and watch the video at the same time. Come to think of it. So yeah, you're right. In many ways, that's just how training is. That's crazy. Yep. Cheat code. 30. You right, man. Shawnee says, same reason grown men watch WE wrestling on TV. He said, I can't. Well, I'm guilty of that, Shawnee. I used to watch. I ain't gonna lie. I used to always watch Goldberg. I almost cried when Goldberg lost. See how I'm confessing. I almost shed a tear when Goldberg lost. I was like, yo, they cheated, man. They cheated him, man. Oh shit. Yep. Oh yeah, J. Carl, you going way back. She said she loved it when it was Hulk Hogan. Oh snap. Yeah, if you're good at the game, you can do tournaments. Yep. Yeah, if you're good at gaming, you can actually make money. Like that's a fact. That is a fact. But you know, that would mean you have to be good at playing them games. Yep. She said, I don't know what the hell he doing now though. Jamal up, down, left, right, BA, start. That was for what game was that for? Was that for Mario Brothers? I think that was for Mario Brothers. Shawnee said, when my dad told me it was fake, I was 11 years old. After that, it was a wrap. I remember when my mother told me it was fake, I didn't believe her. It's like I refused to believe her. I was like, nah, it's not fake. I was like, no. I was like, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is not fake. Macho Man is not fake. I was like, Macho Man just did a suplex from the top rope. And she was trying to explain to me. She was like, no, they practice, you know, and it's like the moves are choreographed. I was like, yo. I was like, if I could have, I would have punched my mother in the throat for telling me that. I straight wanted to throat punch my mom when she told me that, man. Tetris. Y'all going way back. I used to love Tetris. Yeah, the spear. Exactly, Don. Yep. Damn, this dude said Contra. Everybody was stuck on Contra until somebody beat it. I remember that. Everybody was trying to beat Contra. I think my cousin Jamal beat Contra, finally. And then he ain't tell nobody how to do it. Yep. Right. Some game is played professionally. Yeah, man. Paley said when he knew it was fake, he was finished too. Salim, every time my little brother asks me to play with him, I feel like breaking the console on his head and kicking him out my house. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It's funny too because I'm trying to think of what year this was. This had to be like, this might have been 2010, 2011 when, yeah, because my oldest son was still, he was still living home. And he had, it must have been Xbox. Was it Xbox? No, it was PlayStation. I think it was PS4. One of the PlayStations. But he had a PlayStation and he had Call of Duty. I got caught up in Call of Duty, man. Like I was getting in trouble in the house and all type of shit. I was rocking Call of Duty every day, like nonstop for like a month. I couldn't understand why. I'm like, why do I want to keep playing this game? Why? Call of Duty, man. Yep. Yeah, they making a lot of money, man. Don said they making in excess of 200,000 a year. Yes. Yep. She said, I hope he's not like 10. Paley said, games now, you need skill. Yeah, you do. You do. The moves are choreographed, but it's really hard on the body. It is. I'm like, see, and that's another thing too, like about wrestling. It's choreographed and all of that, and they know who's gonna win the match and all of that, but they still be doing all that stuff. You still getting body slammed, you still getting suplexed. Like you still gotta lift somebody up though. You still gotta be strong. Remember when Hulk Hogan body slammed Andre the Giant? This was like in the 80s. I forgot what year it was. Hulk Hogan picked up Andre the Giant and body slammed him. And Andre the Giant was humongous. I think Andre the Giant weighed close to 600 pounds. He picked him up and body slammed him. You couldn't tell me wrestling was fake. How you gonna tell me wrestling is fake after that? I was like, he just body slammed this dude, man. This shit is real. I'm like, it's real, man. Yep. Paley said games are not easy to play anymore, especially Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I don't explain. I don't understand how to do it. Yep, I don't understand it at all. Fauzi, explain me about ring. Fauzi, I'm not sure what you're referring to. What's the ring? Yeah, the combos on these new joysticks, because first of all, the joystick is like a remote control. It ain't even a regular joystick. Like it's mad buttons. Then you got the top button on the top, and then you got a trigger button under, and then it's all of these X's and triangles and circles and all of this other stuff over here. And then you got the joystick part, and then you got the pad. I'm like, yo, it's mad stuff going on in this. You don't know what to press. I just be pressing buttons trying to just do something, like do any move. Any move. Most wrestlers steroid users. Yeah, I know that back in the day they definitely used to. Now I guess they got ways to get around it being called steroids. They call it vitamin supplement. You know what's funny too, as I think back, it's so funny now I'm thinking back, right? Remember Hulk Hogan thing used to always be like, taking my vitamins and saying my prayers. Remember he used to always say that? And we used to always be like, we got to take our vitamins. And I'm like, this dude was subliminally telling you that he was taking his vitamins. The kind that you shoot up. I'm like, as I'm thinking back, I'm like, dang, this dude was telling us that he taking his vitamins. And he's saying his prayers too. So he praying that them vitamins don't kill him. Oh man, crazy. Yeah. I don't know who kid that was. It's one of these kids around here running around. He was not happy. PS5 comes out in November. It'll be a frenzy for sure. Yo, they still coming out with new game systems? Dang. And I guess they ain't come out with one in a while. Because PS4, the graphics is crazy. I'm like, how are you going to outdo that? I don't think you're only going to outdo it. The next thing that come out is going to be virtual reality, probably. Yeah, right. The kind that Drago used in Rocky. If he dies, he dies. Ivan Plisky eating Polish sausages in the ring. He was a wrestler? I don't remember who that was. Who was that? Ivan Plisky. He was a wrestler back in the day. I don't remember him. The only one I remember that had a name like that was Nikolai Volkov. Remember him? I remember him. Who else was like a wrestler that I liked but I didn't like? Mr. Perfect. I used to like him, but I didn't like him. It was mad wrestlers back in the day. We used to really like the wrestlers back in the day because they really all had like good personalities. Jake the Snake Roberts, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, of course, Randy Macho Man Savage. Remember the British Bulldogs? George the Animal Steel. Who else? Bret Hart, the Hart Foundation. Yeah, the Four Horsemen. Come on now, right? Rowdy Piper, Ric Flair. It's like the personalities was different. It's like the personalities just seem bigger than the wrestlers now. The only wrestler I can think of now, like off the top of my head, is like The Undertaker, Triple H, Goldberg. Who else can I think of that's like more modern? Kane. But they just wrestlers I remember. They're not really personalities like how they was back in the day. Like back in the day, it was like personality. Like you really love the wrestler. You know what I'm saying? You really love, yeah, Lex Luger. Yep. Yeah, like John Cena's corny to me. He's corny to me. Iron Sheik was ill. Yes. Yeah, and The Rock is like, I like The Rock when he was the original Rock. When he looked like Elvis. Like, I like that Rock. CM Punk. Okay. Like if you had just like today, if you had to pick a wrestler that's from today, like that's the biggest wrestler, who would it be? You see what I'm saying? Like there isn't one. Back in the day, as soon as you ask that question, everybody gonna say, Hulk Hogan, or you might say Macho Man, because their personality was that big. Somebody might say Ric Flair. You know what I'm saying? It's like, who's the biggest wrestler? They're gonna name somebody. You ask that today, everybody gonna probably say The Rock. Like it's different. It's different, man. But what do I know? I'm old. Shit, what do I know? Yeah, and the Big Show was corny to me too. The Big Show was corny. He's just big. I can't even think of it. Like, who else? Who else is it today? I can't even think of nobody else. Kane, you get tired of watching him because he don't talk. Yeah, Stone Cold is cool with the Bears. Yeah. See, because at least he does something memorable. He always gonna take Bears and be, cracking himself over the head and all of that. Snap into a Slim Jim. Roman Reigns, like Roman Reigns is pretty good. He's all right. He's all right. Randy Orton, he corny to me too. Ooh, Diamond Dallas Page, DDP. All right, yeah. Now we coming back. All right, I like DDP. You know who else I liked? Booker T. Booker T was ill. Yeah, like Bobby the Brain. Like, see, when you go back in the day, it just was different. It just was like, to me, it was better. I don't know. Yeah, the Steiner brothers. Ernest says his last game was on Sega Genesis. All this game shit you're talking about sounds like brain surgery. That's funny. Von Erichs, that's a wrestler? I don't know who that is. Ooh, Junkyard Dog. Oh, snap. Tatanka, okay. Tony Atlas. I remember Tony Atlas vaguely. I remember that. Tony Atlas was like, he had won some kind of competition. Like he was like, was he like an Olympian or like he had won a competition or something, right? Scott Hall. Was Scott Hall in NWO? He was in NWO, right? What's the other dude that he used to be a tag team partner with? It was Scott Hall and another tall guy with long blonde hair. Forgot his name. Matter of fact, he's the guy that beat Goldberg when it was WCW. Yeah, Batista's cool. Yes, Kevin Nash. Thank you. Yeah, I like Kevin Nash. He's all right. Ooh, the $1 Million Man. Yo, remember the $1 Million Man used to always have a briefcase? He used to always come with a briefcase to the ring. Yeah, Kurt Angle's good. See, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. You see, you see the difference? There's like a huge difference. It's like a big gap between the old wrestlers and these new ones, man. Yeah, no. I said Ric Flair early. I said that right away. Oh, snap. Remember that? Yes, Virgil. Virgil. Who was Virgil with? It was Virgil. Virgil was like the sidekick for somebody. Who was the main dude? Sid Vicious? He said Fritz, Kevin, Kerry, Mike, Von Erichs, the Iron Claw. Y'all know who that is? I don't know who that is. Brock Lesnar. Brock is all right. Some of these wrestlers just be like big for no reason. They just huge for no reason at all. It's like, yo, it makes no sense for you to be that big. Gilbert is coming with some ill names. He said Kamala the Ugandan giant. I don't know who that is either. You sound like you in a whole nother league. Right. Yeah. Don said Brock was big in high school. Exactly. Big as hell in high school. The Bushwhackers. Who's that? Who was the Bushwhackers? I don't remember them. Oh, and who was my favorite tag team back in the day? There was a it was a tag team. One of the name was Animal, and the other one was something else. You know what I'm talking about? It was Animal. Oh, Animal and Hawk. What was their name again? It's a tag team from back in the day. Hawk and Animal. Rick Rude. I don't know. Never heard that one either. Rick Rude. Who's that? The big guy from The Longest Yard. Tall, big guy. Longest Yard. The Longest Yard was with The Rock. Ooh, I remember Dusty Rhodes too. Shawnee said Brock was trash in the UFC. Brock was in the UFC? I didn't know that. Yes, the Road Warriors. Thank you, Gilbert. Road Warriors. Yo, I used to love them dudes. I used to love them dudes. Oh, Longest Yard, Adam Sandler movie. Why I'm thinking Longest Yard was a football movie. I don't know why I'm thinking that that's a football movie, but Rock did do a football movie. Yeah, Hawk and Animal, exactly. Okay, so Longest Yard is a football movie, and it was a tall dude in the movie. I don't remember that. With Adam Sandler, who? Why I can't think of that movie? I can't think of that movie right now, and I know I saw it. Oh, Adam Sandler, Chris Rock. Hold up. Well, no, they be in a lot of movies together. I'm thinking about a different one. I'm thinking about a different movie. I'm thinking about the one with all of them, all the comedians in it. What's it called? Grown Up. I think Grown Ups. That's what I'm thinking about. But that's not what you're talking about. Chris Rock died in it. What? What movie is that? Now I'm totally lost. Yeah, Grown Ups is my movie. Yeah, I used to love Ultimate Warrior too. Yep. Yep. Oh, a newer wrestler I do like is Sting. I do like Sting, actually. Yeah, Sting is good. I like him. Adam Sandler went to prison, then they had a football team. Barely remember it. I can't remember that at all. Damn, I can't remember that. Longest Yard. And it was a comedy? It had to be. Anything with Adam Sandler in it is usually some funny shit. He said Richard Keel. Bushwhackers were from New Zealand. We all over the place now. We talking about all type of shit. I was just thinking about something. I forgot what it was though. I lost it. Dang. Okay, so Longest Yard was not a comedy. Okay. Adam Sandler did another movie recently too that wasn't a comedy. He actually played. It was based on a true story. He played this guy that had owned a jewelry store in Manhattan, and the way that movie ended was crazy. It was nuts. It's like he had a gambling problem, and he owned a jewelry store. And Adam Sandler played that role really, really good. I forgot the name of the movie though, but that's a good movie. Yep. Yeah, that's what's throwing me off. Yes, Uncut Gems. Very good movie. Yes, Kevin Garnett was in it. Exactly. Yeah, Ernest, I don't remember The Longest Yard. I definitely do not. I must have watched it that long ago if I don't remember that movie. And then Chris Rock died in it. It's possible I didn't see it. Maybe I didn't see that. I must have not seen it because I would have remembered all of this that y'all are talking about. Yeah, I must not have seen it. So we gotta put that on the playlist, please. Just add it on. Uncut Gems. You can handle it until the end. When they get to the end, you're gonna be like, whoa, oh shit, like damn. I didn't see that coming. Yeah, that's a good movie. That's a good movie. And it's ill too because that's a true story. That's actually a true story. You still you still recover from Cornbread Earl and Me? Oh man. Crazy. Four Horsemen, yep. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, Squeaky, that ending was crazy. Okay, Peleus. Yeah, totally unexpected ending. You did not, is no way that you was expecting that. Like you was getting excited. You like, oh man. Because everything that leads up to the way that it ends throws you completely off. It throws you, and I'm talking about in Uncut Gems. Everything leading up to the end throws you off, and then the ending is like, oh shit. It's like you just like I don't even want to watch it again because I was so mad. I was like, no. I was like, no. Oh, Ernest, now you're going too far. Ernest, now you're going too far. He said, I ain't see Friday. Come on. And I know I'm not the only one that has not seen The Longest Yard. Anybody else not see The Longest Yard, the movie? I know I ain't the only one. Don't do it, Peleus. Don't do it. See, Stacy ain't see it. Stacy ain't see it. And I know Stacy got her flips on too, just like me. She wearing her flips right now. She got the slides on it. Shiny either, see? Don either. I feel so relieved. Yeah, man. Squeaky says, buddy watched it when was on a work tip because I told him about it. It was hard not to talk about it during it. Oh yeah, Uncut Gems. Yeah, but for anybody that did not see Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler, watch it. It's worth it. Trust me. At least to watch it once. You know, like at least watch it at least one time. He said Burt Reynolds and Adam Sandler. What? Mike is funny. He said, I need them TA slides. Mike, a message, Jay Carly. She got the link for you. Yeah, but and I am gonna watch Longest Yard. Yep, I'm gonna watch it. Oh, excuse me. Pedro, you said you were surprised you didn't think that he still had it in him. You talking about Adam? Yeah, that threw me off too. I was like, Burt Reynolds. I don't even know what that is right now. Yo, oh, you know what movie is good too from back in the day? It's a movie called Rubber Ducky. Who saw that? If you saw that, you know what I'm talking about and why that's a good movie. That's a good movie. It's called Rubber Ducky. I know somebody in here saw it because that's an old school movie. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So Longest Yard was actually an original movie, and then they remade it with Chris Rock and Adam Sandler. That's what happened. Okay, got you. Nah, it's not a horror film. Shani says sounds like pause. Nah, it's a good movie, man. Trust me. It's about truckers. It's about truckers. What do you call that? When trucks line up together. It's a word for it. You know what I'm talking about. Convoy. Thank you. Oh, you know what? My bad. Did I say Rubber? Is the name of the movie Rubber Ducky? Or is the name of the movie Convoy? I think the name of the movie might be Convoy. My bad. But Rubber Ducky is in it. What's Rubber Ducky from it? Like Rubber Ducky is in the movie. What is that in the movie? And I don't know why I called it Rubber Ducky. That's because that's his handle. Okay, got you. So Rubber Ducky was the dude's name in the movie. Okay, all right. I'm like, yeah, hey, watch Rubber Ducky. Shawnee was like, nah, I ain't watching that shit. He was like, I ain't watching that shit just cause it's called Rubber Ducky. Right, all of that. Pause, no homo, all of that. Yo, y'all is nuts, man. That's another good one. Phone Booth, yes. That's another good movie. Yep. Kiefer Sutherland is ill. What was that series he did? 24. Yo, I got lost in 24, man. I got lost in that. 24 is one of the illest series that was on TV ever. Like, for real. 24 is one of the illest series ever on TV. Ever. The shit that was going on in that, I was like, yo, it's crazy. Joyride, Paul Walker, Steve Zahn. 7 Psychopaths. Yeah, that's another thing too. Phone Booth had to be one of the most low budget films ever. The whole movie was in the phone booth. Crazy. Yep. And you got to be a good actor to hold down a whole movie in the same spot. That's why Castaway was good to me. This dude didn't like he just was on the island by himself the whole movie. By himself. And you watched the whole movie and enjoyed it. At least I did. I was bugging off of Castaway. I was like, why am I sitting here watching the dude talk to a volleyball? And I like it. Ernest said, I ain't watching a movie starring a grown-up dude named Rubber Ducky. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Wilson. Right. Yep, Wilson. Yeah, he definitely did make you feel like you was in the booth with him the whole time. Yeah, Payless, you got to see Castaway. Got to see it. You're gonna be bugging out that you sit there and watch the whole thing. Like when you watch it, you'll see what I'm talking about. Shawnee, Running Scared, starring Paul Walker, was the last movie recently watched. Running Scared. Okay. Jamal is ill. He said 24 30 trades, join TA, $35 to begin, link in the description. Jamal is like, this live stream is sponsored by. Yeah, nah, they don't have phone booths at all. Nope. There is somewhere where they kept a phone booth up. I'm trying to think of where it is. Like they had a whole thing about it. Like they like to keep it preserved as a landmark. I forgot where it is. Yep. Oh, you're giving the movie away. He said Running Scared was the crazy part with the married couple killing the kids. He done spoiled it. Now I kind of don't want to see it. Oh, snap. Original Running Scared with Gregory Hines. Yo, y'all really into these movies, man. Damn. You're really going hard now. It's mad movies. This is why we got to have a list so that we know exactly what to watch that was good. That we haven't seen. So I definitely got to watch The Longest Yards because there's 2 of them. Yeah, I'm not either. But you know, like over time, you will watch movies. I get caught now because now Lulu got the on demand, and the on demand is crazy. You just watch, just say the movie, and it comes up. It's like or everything built in, like all these apps. Yo, the shit that they got now is crazy. Like in the house, it's like no wonder people be acting crazy. On the remote, you press the button and you say the movie name, and the shit comes up wherever it is. Like it might be on Netflix or Amazon Prime or what's the other one? Hulu. Like wherever the movie is, it opens up that app and then plays the movie. What? Or you press the button and say it and it comes up. This is why motherfuckers don't want to leave the house. Uninvited. That sounds like a vampire movie. Is it? I don't even know, but it just sounds like it is. The interview. All right. So first of all, the next movie I watch is going to be The Interview. Yes, it is. J. Carly been trying to have. She's been trying to get me to watch this movie for like a year. I'm going to watch it. Jesus. Oh shit. He said I'm sounding old. JP saw The Interview. Okay. I gotta watch it. I got to. Cause you're gonna keep saying it until I just go watch that shit. So I'm gonna watch it. And this where is it? It's on Hulu, right? That's funny. Sadiq said, "Yeah, y'all ever seen that scary movie, The Market?" The thriller is called The Market without TA. Oh snap! Any of the dentist movies? Nah. What you talking about? What you mean the dentist movies? Right. She said The Market don't scare me. Nope, because you got the cloak on. Corbett? Corbett is the name of the movie? Oh, The Stepdad was good. That was a good movie. So Corbett is one of the dentist thriller movies? That's what you're saying? JP said he talking about the Japanese horror movie, The Interview. Oh, so the interview that y'all talking about is a comedy, and the interview that JP is talking about is a horror movie. They're different ones, right? Jamal's crazy. The interview with James Franco and Seth Rogen. Okay, so Seth Rogen is in it. Yeah, it got to be funny. Shawnee said, problem is they did like 8 stepdad movies. That's kind of funny. It is a lot of them. It's like, which one, right? Very true. Yeah, the one I was talking about was the scary one. Oh, so Troy. So what's the name of the dentist movie? It's called The Dentist. Is that what it's called? Okay. So we got to add that one too, Paley. So the interview, that's the first one, but the interview that you're talking about is the one with Seth Rogen and James Franco, and then the dentist, Longest Yard. He said my stepmom is an alien. All right, I gotta go. I'm out because of that. Nah, all right, y'all. Let me get out of here. I'm gonna holler at y'all. 5 of y'all did not like the video. Please make sure that you like the video before you get off. And I'll holler at y'all mañana. I'll see y'all on training, all right? Peace. Oh, here we go.